I need to cover common misconceptions because so many people have misconceptions about long COVID. The first one I want to talk about is vaccines. So often when we post videos or success stories on Facebook, we will have people commenting and say, long COVID is not a thing. This is a vaccine injury. I want to be clear that I believe that millions of vaccine injuries exist. Some of our patients have had vaccines. Some of our long patients have never had vaccines, including the long COVID vaccine. So, they're not a population that is very keen to vaccinate. So not every single patient that has long COVID has had a vaccine, which tells me, using very common logic, that those are two separate things. You could have a vaccine injury and long COVID, or you could only have long COVID that is not caused by a vaccine. Another misconception/question that we get a lot is patients are so trained by the medical world that dominates the United States. If you're on your device, you turn on the TV, you're going to see pharmaceutical advertisements. And how that industry works is you have a condition, it has a label, and they design a drug or treatment for that label. So patients come in and they're very attached to their diagnoses, as in, I have long COVID, but I also have gastroparesis, and I have mast cell activation syndrome, or MCAS. I have POTS. So what are you going to do for MCAS and POTS? Do you have to change the way you are thinking? We are helping the central nervous system, which is the master control system. Think of it as the computer that runs your body. Without that, or without the engine in your car, it's not going to run. And so all we have to do is fix the engine, fix the master control system, and then POTS, MCAS, your immune system getting sick over and over, your anxiety, your depression, you name it, your body will take care of all those symptoms once it's operating, working normally again. Another common question, or I should say fear, that incoming patients have is, what if I go through all of this and I get better and then I get COVID again? And of course, you're going to be worried about that. I can tell you now, after 2 years of working with long COVID patients, we've had several patients that got sick again, that got COVID again, that got other viral illnesses, and they did not relapse. Why is that? Why did it affect you the first time and not the second time? In order to best explain that to you, I'm going to use a gas stove example that I love. If you have a kitchen and you have a gas stove and it is slowly leaking gas, just enough so you can't really smell it, but over time your kitchen is filling up with gas. One day you light a match and the whole kitchen goes up in flames. That's kind of how long COVID worked for you. Your kitchen was filled with gas. That happened before long COVID. Long COVID was simply the match. How do we prevent that from happening again? You do not stop lighting matches. You just fix the stove. Air out the kitchen, and then you can pull a match and nothing is going to happen. We armor central nervous system and your immune system, just like a soldier with armor on, to make you bulletproof. That is the last phase of your treatment, making you bulletproof so that you can get sick again. But this time your kitchen isn't filled with gas. Your immune system is doing what it's supposed to be doing, and you can recover like a normal patient.